Live pigeons arrive calmly and are placed onto the intake conveyor for controlled processing.
Crates are carefully aligned to ensure smooth, stress-free movement along the intake conveyor. Workers visually check pigeon health to confirm suitability before controlled processing continues.
Pigeons rest briefly in a controlled holding area to maintain calm conditions.
A gentle water mist calms pigeons as the conveyor advances toward individual handling. Workers calmly prepare individual handling by opening crates without sudden movements.
Each pigeon is guided out individually, using calm, controlled handling techniques.
Crates advance one by one to maintain an orderly, controlled handling flow.
Workers guide each crate precisely into the correct processing lane.
Crates enter the main processing hall, where controlled operations begin. Pigeons are carefully aligned on the conveyor to ensure controlled and consistent processing flow.
Clean water systems activate to prepare pigeons for the initial processing stage ahead.
Food-grade ice is prepared nearby to support controlled chilling later in processing.
Protective equipment is verified to maintain hygiene and safety during processing operations.
Conveyor speed is calibrated to maintain smooth, controlled movement through processing. Pigeons are carefully positioned to ensure precise and humane processing conditions.
Humane slaughter is performed swiftly to ensure ethical and controlled processing.
Controlled bleeding allows proper drainage as part of hygienic meat processing.
Workers confirm bleeding completion before the cleaning process begins. The product transitions smoothly into the water rinse stage for cleaning. Clean water rinsing begins to remove surface residues during controlled processing.
The product moves steadily under water flow for thorough surface cleaning.
Excess water drains away as the cleaned product exits the rinse section. The product enters feather loosening preparation to support efficient removal.
Mechanical action gently loosens feathers to prepare for clean removal. Feather removal begins using controlled mechanical action to clean the surface.
The product exits fully defeathered and ready for the next processing stage.
The product is carefully aligned to ensure precise skin removal. Controlled skin removal exposes clean meat surfaces for further processing.
Internal organs are removed cleanly to prepare the carcass for final washing.
A final water wash cleans the carcass thoroughly before cutting operations begin.
Slow rotation ensures every surface is evenly washed under controlled conditions.
Excess water drains away as the carcass leaves the final wash stage. Cleaned carcasses are precisely aligned to prepare for accurate cutting.
Precision cutting begins to separate the carcass into defined meat sections.
Primary meat sections separate cleanly as cutting continues with controlled precision.
Bone removal begins to isolate clean meat for final portioning.
Deboning completes, producing clean, boneless meat sections for trimming. Trimming refines each portion to achieve consistent shape and size.
Final sizing aligns portions into consistent, ready for chilling units.
Automated sorting organizes uniform portions into controlled lanes for the next stage. Workers visually verify portion consistency as the conveyor advances steadily. Food-grade ice introduces controlled chilling to stabilize fresh meat portions.
Chilling continues steadily to stabilize meat temperature before inspection.
Firmness and moisture are checked to confirm proper chilling and quality.
Chilled meat portions align precisely to enter the quality control inspection stage.
Visual inspection confirms color and surface quality as portions move forward.
Texture consistency is confirmed with gentle handling during secondary inspection.
Off-spec portions are removed to maintain strict quality standards.
Final approval clears the meat portions for the filling and packaging stage. Approved pigeon meat portions advance toward the open container filling station in controlled flow.
Empty polyethylene bags are positioned open and ready to receive fresh pigeon meat. A fresh pigeon meat portion is placed clearly into the open bag.
The meat portion settles visibly inside the open bag without sealing. A second portion is added, visibly filling the open bag before sealing.
Each open bag is inspected to confirm correct visible filling before sealing begins. The open bag is guided carefully into position beneath the sealing mechanism.
Sealing closes the bag securely while keeping the meat clearly visible inside.
Sealed bags are inspected to confirm integrity before cartoning.
Sealed bags advance steadily toward the carton loading stage.
Open cartons are prepared and positioned to receive sealed pigeon meat bags.
A sealed bag is placed into the open carton with the product clearly visible.
Additional sealed bags are added to complete the carton fill.
Carton flaps are folded to enclose the sealed pigeon meat bags.
Closed cartons advance toward palletizing for final warehouse handling.
Filled cartons arrive at the palletizing station for organized stacking.
Each carton is carefully placed onto the pallet to begin stable stacking.
Cartons are stacked methodically to build a stable pallet load.
Pallet stability is checked to ensure safe handling during transport. Stretch wrapping begins to secure the pallet for safe storage and transport.
Stretch wrapping finishes, securing the pallet while keeping all cartons visible. A forklift approaches carefully to collect the secured pallet. The wrapped pallet is lifted smoothly for transfer into warehouse storage. The pallet is transported carefully through the warehouse toward storage.
The pallet is placed securely into cold warehouse storage for dispatch.
Stored pallets are aligned precisely to maintain organized warehouse inventory. The forklift clears the aisle, keeping warehouse pathways open and safe.
The dispatch bay is prepared to receive outgoing pallets for transport.
The transport truck positions accurately at the dock for loading.
Wrapped pallets are loaded into the truck to begin final distribution.
The pallet is positioned securely inside the truck for stable transport. The forklift exits, leaving the loaded pallet secured inside the truck.
The dock plate is raised, completing the loading interface safely.
Truck doors close securely, sealing the shipment for delivery.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish. The loaded truck begins its departure from the factory dock. The vehicle clears the dock area and enters the factory exit route.
The truck aligns with the exit lane for final departure.
A wide view shows the completed journey, leaving the production facility.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
After dispatch, the factory floor settles into a calm, orderly state.
A wide interior view reflects the scale and order of modern meat processing. Production pauses after completing the full processing and dispatch cycle. The factory stands ready for the next production cycle.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
After loading, the dock is reset and prepared for future operations.
Conveyors remain in standby, awaiting the next production cycle.
The processing hall rests quietly after completing full-scale production.
Order and precision remain even after production has concluded.
This concludes the complete factory journey of pigeon meat production.
Sanitation begins as stainless equipment is rinsed after production concludes.
Rinsing finishes, leaving equipment clean and ready for the next cycle.
Workers step away as the processing line fully powers down. The facility rests quietly, ready for the next production run.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
Factory lighting shifts to standby as operations fully conclude. Empty conveyors reflect the completion of the full production cycle. Workers settle into end-of-shift posture after production completion. The factory remains orderly and prepared for the next cycle. And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
Cold storage is secured after all finished product has been dispatched. Warehouse aisles remain clear and ready after shipment completion. Central controls remain in standby after the production cycle ends.
The factory exterior rests quietly as operations conclude for the day. And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
Night security walkthrough begins to monitor the factory after operations end.
The main entrance is checked and secured for the night.
Perimeter lighting remains steady to ensure overnight facility security.
The factory rests silently under night conditions after a full production day. And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
A morning readiness check confirms the facility is secure and prepared. Warehouse systems enter idle-ready mode without initiating production.
Empty pallets are aligned to prepare for the next production cycle.
The dock lanes remain clear, awaiting the next scheduled dispatch.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
The factory yard rests quietly as a new day begins. A wide exterior view emphasizes the scale of the production facility.
An elevated view shows the factory complex in full context.
Empty access roads reflect completed logistics and calm operations.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
A final perimeter sweep confirms the factory is secure and stable.
The main gate closes, marking the end of active facility movement. Consistent exterior lighting maintains calm and secure conditions.
The surrounding industrial area remains quiet after operations conclude.
The facility stands complete after finishing the full production cycle.
A calm morning settles over the facility after the full production cycle.
The main entrance remains quiet, signaling completed operations. An empty yard lane emphasizes the calm after production completion.
The facility boundary remains secure and undisturbed.
The factory rests quietly after completing the full production journey.
A symmetrical exterior view marks the completion of factory operations.
The facility sits quietly within its industrial surroundings. Calm exterior stillness signals the end of the production story.
The final moment prepares the documentary's closing message.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish.
Soft exterior light settles as the facility remains at rest.
The surrounding horizon reflects calm after production completion.
Complete stillness marks the end of the factory process.
The story concludes as the facility remains calm and complete.
And this is how modern factories produce pigeon meat from start to finish. Any new part mass in lipos.